Oh, hey, how are you? Of course you can join me. Make yourself comfortable over there. There's a couple of cushions. There's one just like this as well. It's nice and soft, so grab it if you like. Yes, it's got a pretty diamante setting on it, but just make yourself comfortable. I've got the window open. Is that okay? Yeah. Well, let me know if it gets a little bit chilly for you, won't you? It's just so nice to see the sun still out. We really have had a mixed selection of weather, haven't we, the last weeks or months? And I thought definitely summer had left us, and I started to put away some of the things in the garden from the summer and the cushions and things, and then all of a sudden, yeah, the sun came back out again, so that's a treat. So lovely. Well, it is for this time of the year, but it's nice. It's quite strange having the sun coming out, but there's a tree directly opposite my pub, my restaurant pub, and it's a huge tree, a conker tree, so at this time of the year it's literally gathering its conkers, and bit by bit they're dropping, and normally that's a very autumnal thing, and it's lovely to see, and you expect it to be slightly cooler in temperature, a little bit blustery, and it's strange that we've got temperatures of 25, something like that, and the conkers are falling. So nature is wonderful. A treat, a joy. It does, it feeds your soul a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah. So how have you been? Yeah. Oh, I see. Well, you know you're always welcome here. Yeah, with me. Yes, I'd like to do a bit more writing again. I've actually got my journal here in front of me, but you have to be inspired or keep your seat in the chair to write. And sometimes life, as much as it shouldn't, gets in the way. It can be quite stressful. Yeah. Some of those cars are a little bit noisy, aren't they? Shall I close the window? No, it's nice to have the breeze through. Why did I start writing? To be honest, it was originally because I had a flood. Do you remember that? So I couldn't use the downstairs of my home or the television or anything, so I decided to just start writing whatever came to mind. And I think almost as a self-help scenario, I started off with a one-woman series, and the first book was that short read, which was The One Woman versus Life, which is anxiety, social anxiety, feeling, I know, feeling like you're always comparing yourself to other people and other situations or stages in their lives. And I wrote it partly just to get what I was feeling here and here onto there, and if it helped one other person to understand that they're not alone with these often quirky habits that I have, I just wanted to share. And so that little series started, and then it was the One Woman, I think, Private Life Shared. Yes, so I opened up a little bit about the stages in my life of me growing up, again struggling with a bit of social anxiety, not big things, but an everyday scenario perhaps where you suffer from bereavement and grief or anger. I know myself, I struggled with a bit of postnatal depression, so there was a whole stage of that, and just life really, things I wanted to do in my work life, dreams that I had, dreams that I tried to do, and a reminder to myself to keep going, and I don't know, believe, as they say, stay true to yourself, believe in yourself and all that, so that's how it started. And then, well, me with my imagination, then I wanted to do a fiction book. So the Bernie Taylor series started. It's beautiful. The breeze going through there. Quite a lively pigeon as well. So the Bernie Taylor series started. I say series, it was 1 and 2. It was the sexy English Bernie Taylor, and she was involved in sort of design and creative and life in London. So that was the London Days and Nights. And then book 2 was the Bernie Taylor New York Days and Nights. And I really enjoyed writing those, but they're made up of small chapters because it's the kind of books. Because I find sometimes, I don't know about you, books can be quite daunting, quite frightening, and when you see all the pages, and particularly when you open it up and there's a big chapter, I almost think, oh no. So I did it in bite-sized chapters. I may do a Bernie Taylor 3. There's options to continue with her or the other characters in the book, but then I like to go from style to style, genre to genre. So there was those, then there was in the lockdown, because I run the pub that was naturally closed down. I made a little story about some bears. That while the humans couldn't be in the pub, 3 bears moved in. A mummy bear, a daddy bear and a baby bear. And it's their little story of what they did in the pub during those strange times. And actually, most of my books, that's one of my proudest. I found it quite touching to write. For those that have read it, and I again did pictures of the bears in the old pub in Sepia, so it's quite a nostalgic book, I would say, for all ages, so I'm proud of that one. And I did another couple of ones, a Christmas short story book, which I really need to go back over and edit a little bit. I'm pleased with it, but like a lot of the books, it's a learning curve, like life, it's a learning curve, isn't it? Just sticking with it, but I'd like to change the cover, I'd like to edit it a bit. I did a little book for my grandson's first birthday, so that was a book that you could share with anyone that's having a first birthday, but it has pages at the back so people can write their best wishes and greetings, and Again, lovely, just a nice little book. What else? Of course, the recent fiction book that I did, the 7 o'clock Club, which again was another fun beach read. But you have to be in the mood to do it, and I chose the indie publishing, to self-publish, just because you're in control. When I was younger, I sent off some books to publishers, some children's books, because that's what I particularly like. Maybe it's because I don't like all the words and the chapters, and I find it daunting, so I kind of relate to children's books, that they're just straight away there, the pictures, the story, the limited amount of words, just the nostalgia that just captures it in that book, just in that moment. There's something about a children's book, or just an ageless book, that I do absolutely adore. But yeah, I chose the self-publishing route, because then you have options to do different languages, the audio, which I haven't investigated yet, the Kindle versions, and like everyone, if I had more time, I would like to focus even more time on my creating, and I encourage anybody. Yeah, would you? What kind of thing would you like to write? Oh. Right, yeah. I do believe that everyone has a story inside of them. Maybe a couple of stories, maybe a series. Yeah. You should. Of course I'll help you. Yeah, you just let me know how I can help. I'm just going to pull the window to a little bit because someone's put on their lawnmower. Bear with me. I can't blame them, it's a beautiful day. It did start off quite grey today, but the sun is fighting its way out again, so it's a good opportunity to catch up on the garden before winter sets in. But yes, as I was saying, I'll happily help you in any way that I can. The biggest bit of advice is, it's the simplest, but it's the hardest. It's just to start. Don't be daunted by that blank bit of paper. And when you're typing or writing, whatever option is best for you, and just start to write what you feel, what you know, what you like, and just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. And there'll be days where you won't want to write. I promise you that. And maybe set yourself a target of so many words, depending on what kind of book you're writing. Try and reach that target per day or per week, just to keep your book moving forward. I use Scrivener to write my main books on. There's a different one I can't think of, but I use a children's book because it's a different size book that I use for the children's books. And it's more of a picture book and limited words, but Scrivener I would definitely recommend for books, fiction, non-fiction, because it has a good templates for dividing into chapters. And then yes, you can then save it into a format to upload onto Amazon or other avenues, Barnes and Noble and Apple and things. So definitely, you should start and believe in yourself. Oh my goodness, there's been plenty of times I've wanted to give up, and by no means now might even classed as successful in a sense, but I think it's not even about, for me personally, how successful you are. It's just that when I see the books that I've written, I feel quite pleased with myself. And I just hope that one other person or some other people enjoy my stories or enjoy what I've shared, helps in any way or entertains them in some way. think if you do it, you should do it for yourself to start with, and if you can make some money, fine. But I think you definitely have to enjoy the process, and I say that loosely, enjoy, because sometimes it's torture. But as I say to I am happy when I create, so you should, absolutely, yeah, and just keep going. I'll be so interested to hear what you would like to write. Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah, you must tell me. And yes, the journal, oh my goodness, my journal, yes, I have, I think a copy here somewhere, but it is the one, yes, that I like doing my scrapbooking with too. Yeah, you enjoy stickers. Ah, there's something about a notebook, and I know I say this lots, and I just know I can't be alone. I know I'm not alone. A new notebook, a new journal. Those first pages, deciding whether to get a new pen, what you're going to write. I have lots of notebooks that I don't even write in. I just have them. Just knowing that they're there makes me happy. And occasionally, between you and me, I just pick them up sometimes. And I just get them out, flick the pages. There's just something about a notebook and a journal. Yeah, paper. Oh, paper. But let me see. I've got several here because I do my writing in plain paper journal, because sometimes when there's lines I find it automatically restricts my thinking, so I like to have a plain paper journal to do my first thoughts of a story and literally have it as a nucleus, and then I do lines off that character, a bit about that character. Oh, they've got a relative, they've got a friend, oh, they can go there, and bit by bit it becomes a map of my story. Here we are. And I must admit, I know I've shown you this before, but I am pleased this one's a little bit mucky because I've clearly put some hand cream on. But I like it because it's squishy. I do like a hardback notebook as well though. But I like this one. It's a nice little bookmark, isn't it? Actually, diamante bits on it. Butterflies. I was seeing on the news the other day that butterflies are in decline, which is sad. But in fact, I've actually seen quite a few in my garden this year, brown ones, which is nice. They're amazing, aren't they? Even my grandson was talking about larvas and butterflies, and he's very, very young, but it's amazing. They are amazing. So I really hope that we can do what we can to keep the butterfly fluttering, fluttering, fluttering around. But yeah, I did it. So it's got different quotes, little chapters. There's space for you to write if you wanted to write, or doodle, whatever. But each page has a different quote on, and different chapters, wise words and lessons. And it says if you love paper, a new notebook, lists to tick off, because at the back there's some lists and suggestions of letters. Yeah, of course we can, of course. Lists to tick off and notes to inspire you, and thank you for finding me. Please have fun with this book. I have deliberately not put chapters in any particular order because I want you to dip in where you want, when you want. Write a few words, doodle, pause for thought, or build dreams. write wish lists, to-do lists, or anything and everything. Pop notes in between the pages, articles you've cut out. I do like doing that. Postcards and photos. And if you need, stretch an elastic band around this book to keep your thoughts and dreams and wishes safe. Use your love lists, notes and me, just for you and with a smile. Yeah, so each page has just little quotes on make my dreams happen, come alive and find myself an adventure. But yeah, you asked me about the back. There. I know I broke my nail the other day. Yeah, isn't it? Not compared to the big problems in life by any stretch. But when you have been growing your nails and they get to a stage where you're quite pleased with them, and never have I had nails. And then I decided to clean my windows. And I was doing that movement around the window, yeah, up and across and down, up, and I just caught it, and I thought, oh no. Yeah, it went. So I have one now. That's gone. But it'll grow back, hopefully. Yeah, with the Margaret tabs. Yeah, the Can cream and the cuticle cream. Yeah, I think there may be one just on the side there. Help yourself. Well, that's the time to pamper yourself when you're just relaxing, isn't it? Definitely. I finished this journal with just a quote saying, "It's okay to rewrite my life." And I think that's important to remember that at any point. There's a crossroads, choices. It's not easy, always, not saying that. Some thank yous at the end of the book. If I could write a letter to anyone, I would write this to you because, and then there's a space there. Can you see it okay from over there? Yeah. Would you like a tea or a coffee or cold drink? I've just had one. Okay. Today I will thank and be thankful for, as I say, little thank yous at the end. My list of thank yous I want to send. I must remember to praise and thank myself. We should speak to ourselves as kind as we speak to perhaps others, because sometimes it's so easy just to be very hard on ourselves. So, dear self, I wanted to say thank you because love of this, and there's all sorts. If someone looked at me today, what would they say? What matters to me? If I could do something different today, what would I do? Put the list onto my list. My list of what I don't want to do today and stuff that I don't want in my life. A good clear out, even of physical items, helps you mentally, I think, don't you think? My list of 25 useful, useless thoughts and questions. So, are you comfortable? Perfect. Okay. I think that mower's stopped now, but we'll leave the window closed for a little bit. Okay. Which celebrity would I swap places with? So you give this some thought for yourself. If I could put one thing in a secret box, it would be the best food I've ever eaten is, I'm quite torn about that. I love satay chicken, I love bang bang chicken, although I could equally just love a red pepper. How sad is that? And a bit of dark chocolate with some peanut butter. My favourite TV programme when I was younger was, there's so many, but I love the 70s. I love 70s music and 70s shows and 70s things. So in that. If I was an animal, I would be... My all-time favourite song is, or perhaps if you can't decide, your top 3. If I could automatically speak another language, it would be... I don't know, what would you choose? That's a good one. I mean, I'm so impressed with people that learn a different language. I can speak a little bit of a few languages, and it's something I'd like to do a lot more. But those that learn like Japanese, because even with the writing structure, it's just incredible. And of course those that learn English. I mean all, absolutely in all. Okay, moving on to number 8. If I could choose my birthday, the date I would choose would be... If I could choose my full name, it would be... Do you remember that in the series Friends when Phoebe changed her name? If I could live anywhere in the world, I would choose... Would you? Oh, lovely. If I had to give away all my money, I would give it to... I know it. My ideal house would look like... If I could choose any view from a window, it would be... I think for me that I'd like to have some... I'd like to see the sea. I'd like to see the sea. If I could have been the one to write a successful song, the song would have been... That's one to think about. If I was the one who had invented it, my invention would be... I think it would be something really simple that's been incredibly useful. If I could have written an already successful book, I would choose... I think something like Beatrix Potter for me, or Harry Potter. Again, I just think they're wonderful. If I could make up a new word, it would be... Which would mean... Oh, that's a fun one. That'd be a fun one just to do with your friends. Oh yeah, have some fun with that one. My party trick is... if I was queen for a day, I would... if I could have any car or vehicle, I would choose... I'd quite like a kind of really old sort of one. Or really, I don't know, a big truck or something. I don't know. If I could take a photo of anyone or anything, it would be... if I could have 10 minutes with anyone, it would be with... If I could choose to have any skill, it would be... I don't know. Oh, would you? Or to fly? Or be invisible? I don't know. My perfect career or job would be... If I could be professional in any sport, it would be... I don't know, like a martial arts maybe. Something like that. Oh, are you going to write a little list later on? Good, good. Well, again, choose your notepad wisely, or just a bit of paper. Write lists. Yes. No, that's lovely. When you've got a moment, we can do some stickers together maybe. Some scrapbooking. Yeah, I've got a nice collection now of some glittery ones, or some... Yes, yeah, something like that. Oh, I'll enjoy that. That'd be lovely. Perfect. Well, I'm always happy that you join me. Yeah. No, you stay there for a bit. Yeah, just relax. And I'll just potter here. Super. Okay. Let me know if you want anything.